Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, testified against him, the first time in 5 years that they were face to face. I spoke to Michael Cohen yesterday in his first interview about his testimony and what it felt like to see Trump up close. A lot to talk to you about, but I want to begin with this moment. I mean, it's a deeply personal moment. First time in 5 years that you and Donald Trump are in the same room together after being in the same room together every single day for almost your entire career, for so many years. You were sentenced to 3 years behind bars for what you would call dirty deeds that you committed on behalf of him. What was it like in that room, face to face?
I walked in, I sat in because, everybody, witness approaching. And, I saw him sitting over the table. It wasn't until I took the seat by the judge's stand that I was confused on how I was going to be. And actually, I felt nothing. It was so weird that here I am sitting directly across from Donald Trump, and I felt absolutely nothing. And then directly over his left shoulder was his son, Eric, who also I maintained a relationship with, and I felt absolutely nothing. I looked at him, and I said to myself, boy, what a sad-looking, pathetic, deflated individual.
So you testified that it was up to you and then Chief Financial Officer Alan Weisselberg to make Trump's financial statements match what he wanted them to be, what he wanted his net worth to be. So you gave an example, Michael. You said you were called into Trump's office. You all remember that office in Trump Tower, and you walk in, their big desk in the corner, and you say, quote, he would look at the total assets and he would say, I'm actually not worth $4.5 billion. I'm really worth more like $6. And then you said you would go back. You would reverse engineer the value of his properties one by one to make it work. Did you make the case that Trump actually cooked the books, that he actually directed you to do that?
The answer is yes. I think that the Attorney General's office has more than enough information. In fact, they've already lost that point. It was already determined by Judge Engoron that the Trump organization committed fraud. The rest of the case right now is all about disgorgement. How much money is the Attorney General going to seek in terms of damages based upon the actions of Donald and the Trump organization, with a baseline of $250 million. I predict it's going to be more like over $600 million.